What's up guys, it's Bear here at Morimoto Lighting, and today we're going to be doing some product installs and talking about our latest and greatest Morimoto XB headlights in the amber version. But before we get into the install, let's tell you what they're all about. So the Morimoto XB headlights are completely LED. So they come equipped with 4 LED projectors. 4 of them will be used as your low beam, and 2 of them will double up as your high beams. So around the outside of the housing is the daytime running light. It is extremely bright, and in this one it comes in amber, but we also have a white option as well. And a great feature about the Morimoto XB headlights is that it is a true DRL, so it actually dims down when you put your low beams on. So you also have an option of having a sequential turn signal or a standard. Here in a little bit, I'll show you how to choose between the two. They have a beautiful LED parking light, but one of the great features is that startup sequence. So every time you start up your truck, you'll have this great awakening of your headlights that is phenomenal. With the housing bezel, it is a beautiful piano black, giving it that clean, aggressive look. The lenses are UV resistant and made out of polycarbonate material. And lastly, they are 100% plug and play. So now that we have the vehicle pulled back 25 feet from the wall, we're going to be testing the brightness with a digital Lux meter. Lux is the usable brightness at a certain point. Don't necessarily pay attention to the Lux numbers, you need to pay attention to the percentage change. So your stock headlight in your Ford F-150 for your low beams come in a max of 390 Lux. With the Morimoto XB low beams, they come in at 1,310 Lux, which is 235% brighter than your stock low beams, which is insane. With the stock high beams in your F-150, they come in at 930 Lux. And the Morimoto XB high beams come in 1,690 Lux, which is an 81% difference between the two in brightness. It's insane. And it doesn't even stop there. As you see with the beam pattern, it is extremely crispy compared to the OEM stock headlights. First thing, go ahead and turn the wheel for more clearance in the fender well. Go ahead and remove the 2 bolts here and here. Next, you will pry back this plastic trim piece on the side and follow it along the front of the bumper, releasing it from the plastic clips and moving it out of the way. Now you'll go ahead and pop the hood and start removing all of the plastic push tabs. There are 8 on the front. Now these plastic tabs you do not touch. 3 on the back row, 2 on the air intake, and 1 on the very side. Once all those are out, you can remove the radiator cover and move it out of the way. Now it's time to remove the grille. Go ahead and screw out the 4 bolts on the very top of the grille. Once those are removed, disconnect the grille harness and pull out the plastic push tab securing the harness down. Next, we'll head underneath the headlight and locate the bolt closest to the grille and screw it out. Do this on both sides. Now you can pull your grille out and set it aside. Remove the 2 bolts under the headlights. Once those are removed, use a pry tool to pry down on the plastic air duct and away from the headlight housing. Next, we'll head over to the fenders and remove these 3 bolts, and then 2 bolts and a plastic push tab on the very top of the headlight housing. Then you can gently pull on the headlights and disconnect all connectors from the harness and set them aside. Now let's install the DRL harness. Go ahead and remove your fuse cover and locate and remove the fuse shown here. You can replace it with our lead harness and push it into place and put the fuse box cover back on. Take the shorter end of the harness and route it alongside the passenger fender to the headlight, and route the longer end through the radiator support to the driver headlight. Before we install the headlights, we must install the plastic bracket on the base of your OEM headlight. Go ahead and remove these 3 screws and then take the bracket and install it on your new Morimoto headlights. Make sure not to tighten these down too tight. With our Morimoto headlights, you can keep this part of the harness plugged in to have a sequential turn signal or unplugged for standard. Go ahead and finish plugging the rest of the harness in and gently reinstall your headlight. But before buttoning everything up, make sure all functions are working properly. Alright guys, well that is it for your 2018 to 2020 F-150 with the new Morimoto XP amber headlights. If you want to find out what other products that we have in store for your F-150, just put your year, make, and model on our website and find out what other products we have for your truck. Thanks again for tuning in, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment, and we'll see you next time.